Big journeys starts with small steps. Hey decent people, welcome back to my channel again. Today we are diving into a new topic that many of you have asked about, how we can start thinking in English. Whether you are learning English as a second language or just looking to enhance your language skill, this video is packed with the tips and tricks that's to help you the master of art in thinking in English. So grab your notepad and let's get started together. First of all, we discuss here the importance of thinking in English. Thinking in English is a game changer, or it becomes the language proficiency. And it's not just the memorizing the grammar rules or the vocabularies. It's about the immersing yourself a language and deeper level. When you can think in English, it becomes the natural part of your thought process and making communication and any other do in English. In this video, we'll explore the practice to help you make the shift and start thinking in English confidently. First step, surround yourself with English. Creating an English-rich environment is the first step towards to think in English. Surround yourself with the English content and from the movies, TV shows and podcasts and books and etc. The more exposure you have, the easier it becomes to think in English language, and we will discuss easy ways to integrate English in your daily life and making it the constant present time, or the gradually becomes it the second nature. I think it's a very easier process. If you like the movies, you can see the movies, or if you like the TV program or the podcast, you try to think or you try to hear in English. Second, practice mindful language switching. Mindful language switching is a powerful technique to train your brain to think in English. Instead of translate on your own language, you can go through and think in English and try to express them the directly or direct method in English. And it might feel the challenging first time, but with the consistent practice, you will be able to speak in English with any types of effortless or the forming a sentence and thoughts in English. And sticks around us, we share our fun and effective methods to make mindful language switching a part of in your daily life. Third step, build a mental English dictionary. On point of my view, it's also effective method to think in English. Suppose building a mental English dictionary or associating the words and concept directly with their English counterfeits, or we'll discuss a strategy to expand the vocabulary and increase think in English without no need to translation. Suppose you know the vocabulary and try to implement in your daily uses, and it's called take word from the vocabulary, and you say this vocabulary automatically in your brain, and this is so much effective method to think in English. Fourth and last step, embrace conversation and interaction. We know that language is a tool for communication, so why not we use it first? In first step, already I have mentioned it, when you try to speak English, surround yourself in English. Suppose we know that English is not our first language and it's our second language, so if we want to learn English, or if we want to speak in English as like the fluent speaker, you go through the process and you need the huge practices. When you are talking with your friend, you make a debate in English. Suppose you are going to your schools or university or colleges, you can think all the time in English. You can ask like, this is a motorbike, this is a school, and you can start and try to make rich environment in English. That's all about this process, think in English. It's time to head off. See you again with another video. Please subscribe my channel HAMID'S Motive and hit the bell icon for all videos.